3 decades after the killings of 2 young women in the early 1990s, whose remains were discovered in the Arizona Canal next to the former Metro Center Mall. The trial of the alleged canal murderer Bryan Patrick Miller is scheduled to begin next week on Fox 10. Tonight, Nicole Garcia has more. Melanie Burns and Angela Brasso were both young women who were killed while riding their bicycles close to the Arizona Canal. Their cases went unsolved for more than 20 years until a DNA match led to the arrest of Bryan Patrick Miller. Bryan Patrick Miller waived his right to a jury trial, so a judge alone will decide his fate. This was news coverage of Melanie Burns' 1993 murder. Phoenix police believe they were both sexually assaulted and killed brutally by the same man the year before Angela Brasso died. His identity remained unknown for 23 years until a genealogist became involved in the case. Eventually, I approached the Phoenix Police Department in 2014 late 14 and proposed that if you give me your Y-DNA profile Y-DNA results that have been generated by your crime lab, then I will compare your unknown to all of the other cases. Fitzpatrick connected the Miller last name to the unidentified DNA. After that, Phoenix police went undercover and deceived the newly identified suspect into providing a sample of his DNA. Detectives pretended to be security guards before meeting the man at a restaurant and pretending to give him a job. Detectives took his saliva from a cup he used that was left on the table, which is customary when taking covert samples. You are aware that discarded DNA is discarded DNA. And if I trash my DNA, I have no control over it anymore. Mr. Miller, you have been detained in connection with the following claims. In 2015, Bryan Patrick Miller was charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree. 6.5 years later, Miller will finally stand trial. He has pled not guilty and his attorneys intend to rely on the insanity argument when the trial starts on Monday morning. Miller's defense counsel want to summon a number of his family members and friends to the witness stand to discuss his insanity. Fox 10 News' Nicole Garcia here.